Hey, I'm Heyzeus, and this video is gonna look at every secret weapon animation in CSGO. I was looking for a complete list of these recently, and I wasn't able to find one on YouTube, so I figured I'd make one and fill in that gap, because it is a bit annoying having to jump between 5 different videos to get a complete list, and hopefully this video will do that job all in one place. Now, this video is sponsored by Skinport, the easy to use skin site where you can sell your skins for real cash. More about them later, but please hit the affiliate link in the pinned comment. And also, I'm taking part in an AWP Nearby giveaway with VLoot. Link for that is in the pinned comment as well. Anyway, let's get started. So, the original secret animation was on the CZ75, which was added to the game in February 2014, except this one wasn't really a secret animation. You see, this weapon is famous for being broken, and I don't just mean broken in the sense it was completely overpowered and kind of ruined competitive CSGO. It was also broken in other ways, like this animation, which looks a bit uncomfortable. Yeah, that one's gotta hurt. The thing is though, this wrist-shattering animation, well, it only happened about 2% of the time, so people started regarding it as a hidden secret, even though it was probably just a bug. And why do I think it was just a bug? Well, look at what reloading the CZ looked like at the time. Yeah, I think this weapon was a bit rushed. Now, Valve ultimately fixed this secret animation for the Horizon update that completely changed the inspect animation, along with the broken reload animation, but the groundwork had been laid for something that would actually become a bit of a theme, because I think Valve noticed that this hidden animation was kind of popular, and they began experimenting. Firstly, when Valve released the butterfly knife for Operation Breakout in July 2014, Valve decided to include 2 draw animations and 3 inspect animations. So the default draw animation is like this, but there is also a special alternative version that only plays 1/5 of the time and has this special little twirl. Now, the inspect animations, on the other hand, seem to play more or less at random. There doesn't seem to be a special rare version, they're all pretty much equally common, but it is still kinda nice that Valve put in the effort. I think it's a great little touch. But for Operation Bloodhound, when Valve released the Falchion knife, they decided to take a slightly different approach with this inspect feature. There's this default animation that looks like this, and then there's a secret animation that looks like this. Now, the odds of getting this inspect seem very low, like 1 in 20 maybe, or even less than that, but based on archived Reddit threads, it may originally have been more common and Valve just nerfed it. Maybe because the animation appears to ignore gravity. Now, speaking of something else broken in CSGO, later in 2015, Valve released the Revolver, a gun so dumb that it seemed like they were trolling us, and this gun often comes up on secret animation lists, but that is pretty debatable. There are 2 different draw animations, but they seem to be pretty much equally common. However, there had been another broken animation in the game this whole time. You see, if we take a shotgun and empty out all its bullets and then hold down the R key while it's reloading and keep our finger on that key, as you'll see, the animation doesn't seem to know what to do, it kind of just sits there. That must be a bug, but for whatever reason, Valve has decided not to fix it. Anyway, during the first 5 years or so of CSGO, these secret animations were fairly unusual. There were a few added here and there, but overall, they were pretty unusual. However, that would all change in August 2018 when Valve released the Horizon update, and this update more than doubled the number of secret animations in the game. Firstly, they added a secret animation for the deagle, so the standard inspect animation looks like this, but the alternative animation looks like this, and it will play out like that indefinitely so long as you hold down the F key. Now, it seems like your chance of getting this alternative inspect is something around 1 in 10, but either way, I think it is pretty cool. So I'm glad Valve took the time on this one. But the Horizon update also added 4 brand new knives, and with them came 4 brand new unique animations. Firstly, the Ursus knife had 2 unique animations. There was this rare draw animation that was quite a bit more fancy than the default one, and there was also this unique inspect animation. And again, it seems like Valve is a big fan of giving these things a spin. Now, the Navajar knife, interestingly, doesn't have any unique animations, although, to be fair, no one uses this knife, so it would have gone to waste if Valve had made them, but the Stiletto knife has this unique animation, pretty cool, all things considered, but best of all was this unique animation on the new Talon knife, and that is one badass inspect. In fact, I am really surprised they didn't port it over to the Karambit since it's perfectly suited for it. The only reason I can really think of is that you can already kind of imitate it on the Karambit by spamming F and R at the correct intervals, although it's definitely not quite as good. Now, all these secret animations had a roughly 1 in 5 chance of playing or something close to that, and this was a trend that Valve would continue when they released the classic knife in October 2019. Basically, it had a secret inspect animation that you also had a roughly 1 in 5 chance of getting, and by the way, don't try throwing your knife around like that at home. And a month later, when we got 4 more knives for Operation Shadow Web, this trend definitely continued. In fact, each of these knives would have 2 special animations. Firstly, we have the skeleton knife. So this is a secret draw animation, and like a lot of these animations, he's giving it a little spin as he pulls it out. A little bit dangerous, but whatever. And for the secret inspect animation, well, it appears like our player character has found himself a fidget spinner. A very, very expensive fidget spinner, if you've ever looked at how expensive skeleton knives are, but a fidget spinner nonetheless. And for the Nomad knife, well, you know how I was talking about how dangerous spinning your knife around is? Well, on this knife, for the secret draw animation, our player character has a little accident. Looks like that one hurt. Now, for the secret inspect animation, yeah, I gotta be real, this one is kinda lame, but I appreciate that Valve still went to the trouble of making it. Now, for the paracord knife, on the secret animation, the guy is just throwing that knife around. Again, not safe, dude. I thought they taught you this stuff in the army, but I guess not. The secret inspect is basically the same as the Nomad knife though, but I feel it does work better on the paracord knife, which in fairness is a cooler knife anyway. And finally, for the survival knife, we have this equally dangerous flip. Not gonna lie, this is setting a bad example for the kids. The secret inspect is a bit weird. By the way, it looks like they ran out of ideas with this knife, but I still appreciate that they did put in the effort anyway. And looking at this list as a whole, it really does seem to me that over time, Valve are upping their game a bit with these animations. There's more and more effort and attention to detail being put in, and less obviously broken stuff. And I think that as time goes on, we probably will get more cool animations just like this. And honestly, I think that's pretty great. Anyway, that is pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, subscribe, massively appreciated. And a big thank you to Skinport for sponsoring this channel. Skinport, formerly known as SkinBay, it's the same site. All that's changed is the name, is a skins marketplace and cash out site. It's safe, convenient, easy to use. It's got a super competitive sales fee of 5% if you put skinport.com in your username, a really, really low fee if you're looking to sell your skins. If you're looking to buy instead, it's got a ton of great deals with over 100,000 CSGO skins listed, as well as easy to use deposit and withdrawal options. Awesome site, check it out, link is in the description. Anyway, that's it from me. As always, trust the numbers, not your guts. I'm Heyzeus, thanks for watching, see ya.